building up to something. Ready? I'm going to overwhelm you right now with a digital marketing plan, that social media plan, that you're going to be like, I can't do that. Okay. It might overwhelm you, or it might get you super excited. Okay. And then after I do that, I'm going to give you a more simple laid out plan that you can actually follow. Hey, it's Sylvia Dana here with Think Future Real Estate and the Sylvia System. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified. I'm going to give you, first of all, a beginner marketing plan that's also, I think, pretty intense, but people are doing it. Here it is: writing a weekly blog post. And I don't mean copying a keeping current matters copy paste type situation. It could be taking content from a resource like that, but curating content and coming up with some of your own content to write an SEO optimized blog post with keyword phrases people will use to search for that thing you're talking about online, and help yourself. This is a way to, you're creating content here, and it's a lead generation strategy as well, because more content you create, more people are going to be likely to find you and find the information you're putting out there. And now you have content you can use and repurpose for other things, like a weekly newsletter, for example. Okay. And on that note, 1 email a day. So in our world of real estate, maybe the 1 email a day will be a simple search alert. Like, hey, they're on a search alert, getting a search alert. But if that's like all they're getting, you want to think about other types of emails to send, because, think about how people are. They're sort of like out of sight, out of mind. And if they're just getting a search alert from you every day, and they're just used to seeing that same sort of subject line that says like new listings in Grand Rapids, blah, 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 it's almost like it becomes out of sight because they're just so used to seeing it and not opening it. So what other types of emails can you send that are maybe like a weekly newsletter, or maybe a personal email once in a blue moon, a video message to them once in a blue moon, to mix it up? Also, 1 weekly podcast or interview a week. So what do I mean by this? It could be as simple as a Facebook Live interview with somebody who runs a charity that you like. Maybe it's your local cat shelter, your animal shelter, or maybe it's a new business owner that just opened a business in your community, or maybe it's a client that you have that just opened a business and you're helping them out, or they have a business, or maybe you are interested in a niche, a certain real estate niche, and you interview an expert on that. That could be something. So what is this going to do for you? Well, number one, it helps you establish yourself as a connector. It helps you establish yourself as someone who can bring value to others. Even though that you might not be the expert, you're bringing the value. And it helps you create content to share and repurpose that content to generate leads, to be known. So one of the things we struggle with as marketers and salespeople that happen to be real estate agents is we're not known enough. So 1 weekly blog, 1 daily email, and I should put that, fix this right now. 1 weekly podcast or interview, 2 daily Facebook posts, and 2 daily Instagram posts. And that's pretty easy because you connect your Facebook, you can take Instagram, and boom, they're together. 2 weekly live streams. And that goes for the exact same thing I was saying earlier with a weekly podcast or interview. You could do the same thing. And these can be so simple. It can be simply on your own personal Facebook profile, you doing a live stream of you and your kids at a local event. That's fun. Hey, oh my gosh, we're here. We decided to come down to the skating rink they have downtown Grand Rapids. I've never done it before. We're having a great time. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. Like 1 minute. Or it could be something a little more intentional, like you are at a showing. The buyers that are your clients leave, but there's a really cool backyard. So you go back into the backyard and you do the video like, okay, I just got done showing my buyer clients this great home. they're thinking about putting an offer on it, but I had to show you guys this really cool yard. Look what they did. They did this, contact me if you want me to show you a house like this, or contact me if you want a landscaper that can help you do this to your backyard, stuff like that. That's where I'm going with that. All right. One time a day, Google My Business post, but that's easy. You can just repurpose your Facebook or Instagram post onto your Google My Business post, and same with LinkedIn. And then one time weekly YouTube post. So what am I talking about? A YouTube post can be a YouTube short with something short and sweet from one of these live streams you've done. So you have already created content somewhere else. Now you're just going to repurpose it for the weekly YouTube post. Okay. Or it could be a long form video, longer form. It could be 15 minutes. It could be a little longer, on educating somebody on a subject. People look for that. They type into Google, like, how do I get pre-approved? How do I find a house for sale under $200,000? And that can be, they type that stuff. I mean, they type like, what should I do with my life? Have you ever typed that into Google? I have. Okay. Anyway, so that's how they're searching. So think about how people are searching, and provide that, answer that question in a YouTube. The other thing that people love, and the way to generate leads with YouTube, is to do the top 5 reasons somebody should move to your town. The top 5 dog parks in your town. Why your city's known for what it's known for. Like, why is it known for being beer city? Like in Grand Rapids, we're beer city. Why is it known for this? Things like that, because that attracts a lot of people thinking to move to that area. They'll find you and they will watch your whole damn video, maybe for years, until they finally contact. You cannot forget to post, to say in these videos, by the way, I'm a realtor here in this town and I can help you. I know this area. So click on the description of this video, click on that link to contact me, to email me, to call me, whatever. So you got to have the call to action. Like, that's something that a lot of people will miss. Oh yeah, you could post all you want, but if you don't tell people what to do with that information, you make it so easy for them to find you. Don't assume that they're going to do research to find your information. Make it real easy for them to find you. Okay, so that's the beginner plan. Want to know what the advanced plan is? All right. The advanced plan is more. 3 times a week blog, 2 to 3 emails a day, 4 weekly podcast interviews. And you might be thinking, like, when am I going to sell some real estate? Well, I hear you. Okay. All right. 8 daily Facebook newsfeed posts. This is why people hire virtual assistants, by the way. 2 times a day Instagram newsfeed posts. And then we've got the Facebook newsfeed posts, we got the Instagram newsfeed posts, but then there's stories. What about Facebook stories and Instagram stories? 5 times a day. An icon agent I interviewed at the EXP Regional Rally in November said, I post a story on Facebook at least 5 times a day. And he's like, I might be in line at my kids' school ready to pick them up, and I'll just do a quick something, and I'll say what I'm doing, and I'll talk about my personal life. And then, or, I just got out of a business meeting with a lender, or I'm, at a showing, or I just got out of a listing appointment, or I just talked to an inspector, and I'll do a quick one and say something about the real estate market. So when he does these Facebook stories, he does about 80% business stuff on his own personal Facebook story or Instagram story. And then we'll do about 20% personal stuff. 5 weekly live streams. Again, these can be Facebook lives. Doesn't have to be too hard, just when you're out and about. 3 times daily business, Google My Business posts, which is great. You can repurpose, your Instagram, Facebook stuff for your Google My Business, and LinkedIn posts as well. 3 times LinkedIn posts, 3 times a day. A daily YouTube post. I mean, this is pushing it, right? Content. Providing answers to questions. So a lot of you have heard this already, but I'm going to give you this little tip. Same with TikTok, by the way, 5 times daily TikTok. I just got on TikTok, okay, just now. So you can't do everything. but I just finally got on it. But think about all the questions you've ever gotten about anything, or think about all the objections you've ever heard. Think about the objections and the excuses and the questions you've been getting recently, and write that list, and then create content to answer the question, to overcome that objection. So for example, there's the inventory, there's not enough, and there's not much to buy right now, so I'm going to wait. Okay. How would you overcome that objection? What content can you create? Could it be a short YouTube video? Could it be an interview with a lender? Could it be an interview? Could it be a video or a blog post to answer that question, to overcome that objection? So that's how you're going to create the content.